Hi guys, how's everyone doing? It is Tuesday. It is only Tuesday. So, how is everybody doing? I'm turning this camera around. Oh, I'm doing okay today. Had some stomach issues again this morning, but aside from that, I think I am just, what is it that I want to say? It's not that I'm sick today. I'm just frustrated, stressed out, indecisive. I don't know what's going on with me. I am just really struggling to get my mindset in a good place. I can't pinpoint what it is that's irritating me, but there's something irritating me. And I have so much that I want to get done, but I can't seem to focus on any one particular thing. I just feel like I'm being pulled in a million directions, especially here at work. And I don't know what it is. I guess, I think every year around this time I go through this struggle anyway, which is why I take vacation in July, because by this time I am just so fed up with this place. And it's worse this year because it seems that they're so focused on our other location that all this stuff is moving to, that nobody seems to have the time to assist you when you need them, and I'm talking management, not co-workers. But so I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated, and I really need today especially an attitude adjustment, and I think our sales force, and hopefully this is invisible to our customers, but I think sales is also feeling that pressure, and so they come at us with things that really they should already know. And I get frustrated because I only get one paycheck. I can't be the sales rep. I can't be, the collection rep. I can't be the billing rep. I can't be the inquiry rep. I can't be all these things to all these people when I only collect one paycheck. So I get frustrated. Like I told my manager today, I'm ready to leave, but I don't want to get fired. And these people are pushing me to that point where you just want to tell them to go, what themselves. Because I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting. I'm just venting my frustration, because sometimes it just gets to be so overwhelming. It really, really does. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience anymore to deal with this, And then they wanted volunteers to overlook the people that are in training, in our other location. And I can't do it. I can't volunteer for that, because they still expect you to do your work, and overlooking someone else's work means you're basically revisiting everything they've done. And know they're disappointed that I did not volunteer, but I'm ready to get out of here. I just don't want to do any more than I have to. So I didn't volunteer. One of the ladies that I'm pretty close with just got back from the other location overseas, and she told me they gave her 60-day verbal already. And I was like, really? I know they were coming up, but she's been out of town, so I just assume it hasn't been done yet. But she said she got it on the phone, so, which I thought was pretty impersonal. But I know they have to keep to a date, but yeah. So much for thinking that if you volunteer to do the training and do the traveling for them, that your job is safe. I guess that puts that to bed. Or that you're safe to be relocated into another position, because that's not what's happening. So yeah, so she got her verbal, which is me. I am not August anywhere near financially set to be retiring, but I am definitely ready to get out of here. I will not starve, and I will not be homeless. So my ducks are pretty much in a row. So I'm not concerned either, and I am a firm believer that God puts you in a certain position at a time in your life where you should be. Wherever you are is where God meant you to be. There might be a lesson in it. There might be preparing you for other things in life. But yeah, so I am a firm believer that whatever happens to you is in God's plans for you. You may not feel that way when it's happening, but I can testify that my God never gives me more than I can handle. Even when I felt I couldn't handle it, He brought me through it. And I've always put my faith in Him. I have always left everything in His hands. There was a time in my life when I worried about everything. Worried and then turn around and say, I believe in God, but yet I carried the burden of worrying about what's going to happen. And one day I just laid down and I just talked to Him like I'm talking to you, and I just said, you know all my needs, all my wants. You know where my life is supposed to be. You know that I am handling all that I can handle, and I can handle no more. But I will leave it to you, Lord, to know when I have reached that point, to take my burdens. And I know that you love me enough to take good care of me. I am your child. And I haven't looked back since. If anyone had told me in my frame of mind that I was in last year, I was in a place where I was getting into a depression. I'm working every day, but I could not seem to get my head above water. And I just had to give it up to Him, and now I look back and I think, oh my gosh, how far I've come from where I was. Sometimes you have to take a step back to realize how very, very blessed you are, which I have. I've always felt that I was, selfish of myself, but I've always felt like I was more blessed than most people because I just felt that my blessing was in the child that God gave me. He only gave me one, and I thought I was never going to have a child. My doctor told me I couldn't have children. So when I was blessed with my son, I knew that I was special in God's eyes. And my child has been my rock, So anyway, I digress from where I was. I guess that's, in a way, God in me, calming me down from the rant I was on. So, but yeah, so I feel like today has been a test of my faith. It's like, what is going on inside me? Why do I feel so scattered? I have gone online to pull my money out for my trip. I can't decide how much to take. I can't decide, do I want to check or do I want to put it in my account? I'm just so freaking indecisive. And I really need to find a book to work on that. I don't understand why I'm always second guessing myself. I guess that's what it is. I'm always second guessing myself, and I don't understand that. I don't understand why I keep doing that. But anyway, that was just an example of my stupidity sometimes. So, yeah, anyway. Yes, I have a headache. I've had a headache all day, but I refuse to take an aspirin because I know a lot of it is because I am stressing and I have not drank enough water. I didn't drink enough water yesterday. Trying to catch up at night is not working for me because then I drink too much water and then I'm constantly up going to the restroom. Yesterday, or last night, at 7:45, I said, I need to go take my meds. At 8:30, I said, I need to go take my meds. So I finally got up at 9:15, took my meds. And I'm counting on my hands because I can't take my sleeping pill if it's less than 8 hours, exactly 8 hours of sleep if I take a whole one, 4 hours if I take a half. So I decided to take a full one. Guys, I don't know what happened. I was sitting in front of this computer and I looked at the clock. It was 9:30 and I said, I'm going to go to bed in a few minutes. And before you know it, it was 11:30 and Pearl was still up looking at that computer. Just doing some research, So, needless to say, I wasn't sleepy when I woke up, but I'm hoping that what that means is as long as the pill is in your system, it's still counting as being in your system, even if you're not sleeping, because I woke up and I made it a point not to hit that snooze button, and I just got up and took my shower and got ready, and I was 10 minutes earlier than normal. But anyway, I'm just sharing my thoughts, guys. I don't really know what's going on with me these days. I'm just glad that vacation is right around the corner because I am so ready. Hi guys, how y'all doing today? I have been I don't know, in another space in my head. I have not vlogged. Today is, I guess I could start by saying that. It is Thursday. was sharing with you guys that I was being very indecisive of how I wanted to get things done for my vacation as far as, you know, my finances. And I finally did. I decided either way I have to go to the bank, but why not be sure and not have to worry about you know, something getting lost in the mail, and just have it electronically transferred. So that's what I did. So I need to get it out of my regular account and put it up so that I don't spend it before time. So that's where I am off to right now, as far as when I go to Walmart. So I am very was very hesitant in trying to do this today, because y'all know I do not like to run errands on my lunch hour, but it really shouldn't take me that long. So how is everyone doing today? Hope you guys are having a good week. Mine hasn't been too bad. Still, I'm not feeling that great, but making the most of things, you know. Like I said, you can't dwell on not feeling well all the time, because, you know, mind over matter, as they say, and that's me. I have to keep myself in a positive mode in order to not let things get to me. Okay guys, I'm back. I was moving in fast motion there, and I forgot to turn my camera back on my way back from dropping into, I bank with the bank in Walmart. That's why I had to go to Walmart. But so I cannot believe how fast time is going here. I have so many errands to run this weekend, and I have not been feeling well. I told you guys. I don't know what is going on with me, but anyway, I just oh, sorry, I'm in here multitasking here. And I have my air running really high, so let me turn that down a little bit, because I'm just it's just so hot, and there's a little bit of breeze blowing, but not enough to cool it off, you know, where you can have your windows down even though it's warm. If the breeze is blowing, you usually can handle it, but that ain't happening today. But yeah, I've been trying not to work too much. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. I've been trying not to work too hard in the last week. So I've been pacing myself and trying to keep up with my thoughts and the things I need to get done and what else needs to be done. And that's why it pays for me to use my planner, because I think of things, and then if I don't immediately write them down, I completely forget them until the next time that I'm thinking about things, and then by that time it's too late for what I want to do. So I'm trying to for instance, making a grocery list is very important for me today or this weekend, And I think of all these things, and then I started writing my list, and I couldn't remember the things that I needed. So I guess I'm just trying to carry too much, and I'm stressing over things that really I can't really control a lot of the things that I'm trying to stress over, it seems. So, but yeah, let me turn this camera around for a minute so you don't feel like you're talking to the window. But yeah, guys, so it's just been a struggle this week for me, and it's not that I can't handle not feeling well, because I'm kind of used to that, not feeling well a lot of the days. It doesn't last all day most of the time, but I've been struggling with not only a stomach issue this week, but headaches, and so, I just I've come out here at lunch, and all I do is lay my seat back, and I sleep until my alarm go off. And it's not that I'm not sleeping well at night, because I am, really, except for when the nights that I wake up in pain, which I go right back to bed. I just get up and take some meds, and then I go back to bed. But I know sleep interruption is not good, which is the reason why my doctor gives me sleeping pills, is because I struggle with getting enough rest. And he just didn't think it's a good idea that most nights I'm getting less than 4 hours of sleep, and then coming to work all day and then working late. He just didn't like that idea, so that's why he gave me those. But I don't take them every night in full. And sometimes I switch them, from the prescription to just store-bought, and I split those too. So, but yeah, anyway. But I'm not tired or anything. I think I'm just ready for a vacation. I think that's what it is. But the week's almost over. And then when the week is over, I have 3 days next week, which makes for a long weekend. And I will not really be leaving my house next weekend. I plan on just relaxing and getting some things done in the house. And then I have 2 more weeks, and then I'm on vacation. So I'm looking forward to all that, and I'm looking even more forward to getting my letter with my date. I'm kind of feeling confident that may happen, but I don't want to jinx it. I just want y'all to pray for me that they offer me that package, because it doesn't matter, I'm still going, but I would really like to get that package. So y'all can say a special prayer. I know that it's all in his hands. So, but anyway, guys, let me get off of here. Oops. Hi guys. I'm so unprepared. How's everybody doing? Oh, it is Friday, finally. I don't even know how this thing is set up, because I'm in a comfy position in my car, and trying to cool off, really, because it is hot. Hang on a second, I gotta get my water. So, how is everyone doing? How was your week? What am I doing? Really, not very much today. I have had, I don't know if I want to call it a rough week, but I have had a week that I've been feeling disconnected from everything. I'm not watching very many videos. I'm not vlogging very much. I'm really not doing a whole lot of work. I have not been feeling that great, but I'm not feeling bad enough to say I'm sick, you know? I don't know. I don't know how to even explain what I am going through up here. I'm not eating healthy. I'm not drinking enough water. I'm just feeling disconnected, really. I don't even know how to explain it. But anyway, I'm working on pulling information together for my departure. So I was pulling some policies and stuff and trying to understand, you know, what I am entitled to and things like that, and what it takes to retire and what comes with that retirement, that kind of thing. And so I've got all of this to go through this weekend. I am feeling very, very, very confident that things are going to work out the way they should. I'm not so much concerned anymore about my decisions or anything like that. I just want the time to get here, I guess. So yeah, my head is just full. It's just totally, totally full of all kinds of stuff. And wow, that was close. So that's why I guess I'm just, you know, going through this phase of feeling so scattered and not focusing on any one particular thing, which I need to do. I really need to get focused. And just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense, I have no idea. But anyway, so I'm not really sick or anything. I'm just feeling pulled in all directions, you know. So, oh, I knew there was something else I wanted to share with you guys. We just got an email. Now, I know that you guys really don't know what my building looks like, but from what you've seen, it goes from one end to clear to the other end. And this, where I'm sitting, is considered the front entrance. On the side of the building here, there's another entrance. And then down from that, there's another entrance. And then down from that, there's another entrance. And then there's entrances in the back. We just got an email telling us that for security, all the other entrances except for this one, and there's one clear on the other side of the building, which there are, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's say about 14 entrances throughout this building. And they send this email and they say all the entrances will be closed come July 1st except for the front entrance. Excuse me? I'm like, we already feel like we're prisoners in this building. Now they're telling us, if you want to take a break, you have to come out the front of the building to take a break. If you want to walk, you have to come out the front of the building. When you park on these other entrances, you have to walk clear around to get to the front of the building to go to your department that's in that end of the building. You know, if it wasn't so ridiculous, it would actually be funny, but it's not funny. I don't know what's in this building that needs that much security. That's more security than the frickin' White House needs. You know, it's like we have badges, and yes, there are some people that are guilty of coming behind someone. They have a badge, they just don't swipe the badge. So they made a rule the first of the year or middle of last year that there is no tailgating, which means if you walk in behind someone, you better be using your badge even though the door is still open. And apparently people have been taking that for granted, and they're not swiping, they're just walking in. Now, you know, keep in mind, we have been in this building longer than I have been in Texas. And the rule was never, you have to have your badge, but you didn't necessarily need your badge to go from one door to the other. If someone is in front of you and they hold a door for you, you just, as long as they can see your badge, you can walk through the door. So when they made the change, it was pretty significant change for us to remember that you can't go behind someone and not swipe your badge. So there have been people that, you know, they forget, you know. So they started reinforcing that, where now they were taking pictures of people that did it and then taking it to their manager. Well, apparently it's still going on. So now they're making it where you ain't gonna get in and you ain't gonna get out if you don't walk through the front door. I'm like, what the hey? You know, but hey, I'm only here until the ending of October, if that long. So I'm just gonna roll with the flow. But there are people in here that are highly, highly upset that they're getting ready to do this. But I'm like, oh my God, I already feel like I'm a prisoner in this place, and now they're telling me I can't even go out the door. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. So I don't know. I'm just so thankful that I'm getting out of here today, because out of here this year, because I don't think I could work in an environment like this where there's no way for you to go outside and get some air. You know, when we are frustrated, we go outside the back door. Yes, we need a badge, and we go out, and then when you're coming back in, you need your badge to get back in. But now they're telling us we can't use the doors at all, which means when you feel like getting away from your desk to have a cigarette or just to take a walk, you have to walk up to the front of the building and then come out. And then there's not even any shade up here where we used to be able to sit in the shade, you know, under the tree. I'm like, oh Lord, help me. They're making me a prisoner. So, yeah, not a happy afternoon at work. So that's what the big to-do is today, is that they're trying to keep us prisoner inside this. I don't even know what to call it. It's like, Lord, free me, free me.